What's up, Hawk fans? Welcome back to your on-campus interview. I'm here with one of our CAB members. I'll have you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lily-Lynn Lehman, and I am the program coordinator on CAB.
Perfect. All right, so what is CAB and what do they do on campus?
CAB is Campus Activities Board, so we plan all of our major student events and small activities every month.
Perfect. What are some of the most popular events that CAB has had?
Probably Welcome Weekend and then Casino Night. Casino Night's a huge one in January that we do every year. That's kind of become a tradition. I would say that one, along with like our hypnotists and our magicians and our comedians. Those are big ones too.
For sure. I've been to the hypnotist. That was fun.
Those ones are always fun.
That was fun. All right, so Family Weekend just happened this past weekend. So can you explain a little bit about what that was and how it went?
This was our first year of Family Weekend. I think in my eyes it went really well. I think it's a fun tradition to start. We have talked about doing it again next year and following years after that. Just a fun way to bring parents out, friends out, siblings out, just to get to see campus. I know we get to be here all semester long, but having like that additive, like, hey, my parents are here for the weekend, and just getting to do some fun stuff. I know we did like Copper Palette, where we came and painted with some families, and then we did some inflatables. So if you have some younger siblings, they can come out and enjoy it too. And then bowling. Bowling's always a fun one too. And so we did some fun events. So I'm excited to see where that one goes.
Yeah, for sure. What motivated you to join CAB, and how has it impacted your experience at DSU?
I was motivated to join CAB because of Kenzie. It's impacted me because it's really given me like a ground, it's given me my grounding here and definitely kept me here. I definitely say over the years I've created a family, and it's given me like my own little identity here on campus because I'm not a student athlete. So that's been awesome.
Yeah, for sure. What has been your favorite event from CAB that you've worked?
Favorite event? That's a really hard one. I would probably say any of my homecomings that I've done, like got to participate with and plan and like definitely indulge in. That's been awesome. It's been a really big thing because like you start in May and you plan all summer, you plan all the beginning of the semester, and then we work really, really hard in the week, and then you get to the game and you're just so exhausted. But it's so awesome to see like all the support and all the attendance and like all the students just getting involved. I think that's probably my favorite.
Yeah. For sure. I always enjoy homecoming week.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So we ask everybody on Hawk Talk this. So what does DSU mean to you?
DSU to me means family. I mean, I've created my home here. My husband's here. We've definitely created our own little life here, and it's been so enjoyable and just been like the best, and we love it here. And so I'm just happy to be here.
For sure. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Good luck on all your CAB activities for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And good luck at that conference that you're headed to. CAB is headed to a conference here soon.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Perfect. Well. Welcome back, Hawk fans, to your on-campus interview. I'm here with one of our Student Senate members. I'll have you introduce yourself.
I'm Eniola. I'm a junior, and I'm General Senator on Student Senate.
Perfect. All right, so what is Student Senate's main responsibility?
I would say our main responsibility is representing the students and like being a voice for the students. We serve like a lot of different clubs will come to us with different requests, and we try to do different events throughout the year. The Sea of Blue shirts that we give away, that's us, and we try to do a Sea of Blue game for every sport that we have. So really just being a voice for the students and trying to advocate for them.
Yeah, for sure. Why did you decide to join Student Senate?
I think I just wanted to be more part of DSU. When I first moved here, my first year, I didn't really do much, and I feel like going into my second year, I felt more comfortable, and I just wanted to be more part of the school and take on like more of a leadership role.
Yeah, for sure. What are some current plans that Student Senate has in store for either the rest of the year or the fall?
We're kind of looking at our spring events right now. So finals breakfast is a big event that we do in the spring. Softball and baseball are in season now, so we're going to be looking at planning those Sea of Blue nights, and then we also have a tailgate committee, so tailgate committee is probably going to be discussing some tailgate events and student senate. I'm sure we'll look to support in one way or another. And looking into next year, we're looking at doing academic planners because those were a really good hit and students really like them. Just constantly thinking of plans and events.
Yeah. What opportunities has Student Senate given you here at DSU?
I think being part of a really important team, we are part of making a lot of really important decisions, which I think is a really good skill to have, especially as I get older and I have to make big decisions. And it's just been good to be in a room where you can see how those decisions are made and see the process that's part of that. And I think also with Student Senate, NDSA, which is the North Dakota Student Association, it's basically the student senates across the state. Being a part of that has been really good too. I've gotten to meet like administrators and legislative, and meet a lot of people, and just like that higher level decision making. I think has been really important. For sure.
And I know you have other commitments outside of Student Senate. So how do you balance those other commitments in academics with Student Senate?
I make to-do lists personally, so I don't always get everything checked off, but at least knowing like what I need to get done and prioritizing. Like Student Senate's at 7:30 every Thursday, so I have that in the back of my mind and just plan around the stuff that I can't change. Like Student Senate is at a fixed time every week, and just try to plan around that. And then also like knowing that staying on top of school is gonna make me a better senator too. I won't be very good at my job in Student Senate if I'm distracted because I'm not on top of school. So
for sure. And you recently completed an NAIA internship. So tell me about that experience and what you gained from it.
So I was in Kansas City for the men's basketball championships, NAIA. We just rotated through different parts of behind the scenes of running a championship. So we did game operations, tunnel crew, will call, and really just anything we were asked. So it was myself and 9 other interns from across the country, mostly from the Midwest though, which was really interesting. And I met a lot of really cool, influential people. I got really good advice. And I think just learning about what it takes to put on a championship production behind the scenes and being a part of that was really cool. And I just learned a lot about teamwork and all the details that goes into that, and everything that has to go right to make that happen. So
for sure. And we ask everybody on Hawk Talk this. So what does DSU mean to you?
I think for me, it's just like finding a home away from home and being part of a really tight-knit community, knowing basically everyone wherever I go on campus, and just knowing that I feel like everyone supports one another here and everyone just really wants to see you succeed, and that's really, really nice to have. So
yeah. Well, thank you for coming on. Good luck with the rest of your year, and we will go to your in-studio interview.
I'm Cash Randall. I'm your host for Minute with Orton. Mr. Orton, what is the best first date idea?
Best first date idea.
The boys need some help.
All right, so you need to pick up your date. Make sure you open the car door.
Okay.
Okay. One single flower.
One single. Okay.
Not multiple.
Okay.
All right, and then you go find a nice restaurant.
Okay.
Not over the top.
Okay.
Okay, you don't want to spend too much money because you don't want those standards for the rest of your life.
This is true.
Okay, but you don't want to go to McDonald's because you don't want those standards for the rest of your life either. You want to go right in the middle.
Okay.
And then you say, boy, this is a nice restaurant I've ever been in.
Okay.
You know, making everybody feel special.
Okay.
And it's a good plan.
It's a good plan. Any recommendation on the flower?
It's the first date. You don't want to go with a rose.
Okay.
You want to go with something that's just has the flair. You understand the color that the person likes. You understand that hopefully they're not allergic.
Hopefully.
But jeez. So I would say you don't go with a rose. That's too quick. Okay, that's sending the wrong idea. You got to make sure you go with something that's just nice and the color that maybe they like purple. Go find a purple flower. Very simple.
All right. Thank you.
What up, Hawk fans? This is Emma Welch back with your weekly DSU sports recap. The baseball team played Dax State this weekend in the Cancer Awareness Games and had 3 wins and 1 loss against them, and they'll be taking on the Jimmies in Jamestown on Friday. The softball team took on Dax State as well this last weekend in 4 games, and they led the lesser DSU to a no-score weekend. They will host against Valley City on Friday here at the Brevera Bank Stadium. The outdoor track team is competing currently in Valley City after they competed in Bismarck and Fargo last weekend, so watch out for those results. The men's and women's golf team competed here in Dickinson this weekend. The first day, they battled the cold and the rain, and the second day was sadly canceled due to snow. The men's team took home the win on the first day, and the women's team took second place. The golf teams will be in Bismarck next week after Easter recess. The rodeo team is heading to Brookings, South Dakota. The men's team took 7th there, and the women's team took home the champion title. They will compete again on the 25th in Spearfish. And finally, the cheer team finished up their season in Daytona. The team took home the 3rd place NCAA National Championship title, so congrats to the cheer team on their successful season. The students will be home this week for Easter break, and then they will be back in the classroom next week. Thank you to our sponsors, Consolidated, for the continued support. Until next time, Hawks are up!